All right, so that's the page setup. Now we go to the meta script. We're going to do a meta tag. The page title, what do you want it to be? Facebook social ads. This line actually doesn't matter at all. Let's fill in some descriptive text for the search engines. This is the text when this search engine shows your result. It's what they will see. I'm going to pause for a second while I fill this in. Okay, so I created a little text here. It took me a moment or so. I just didn't want to waste video time for you watching me type it. Let's add some keywords in here. TPC, it's probably mentioned in there. Now the keywords should be things that are actually mentioned on your page, and I believe all of these things are, although I'm not positive. I haven't reviewed that page that close. I know social marketing. That's good enough for now, and you can always come back and adjust that. Okay. Now the other three things in here are for adding scripts. So let's say you have a Google Analytics script, so you want to track your page. That always goes before the closing body tag. So you would click that window, paste your Google Analytics script right here, and that's where it goes. Now, when you're pasting a script in, you put it wherever your script creator says to put it. So you have the different locations where they're typically asked to go. You just select your appropriate location and paste it in the block. Very simple. Okay, so that's the meta description. Now let's go to the headline options. I have a pre-headline, so I'm going to grab that and we're going to put it in there. Okay, I got that. Let's do that. I want it to be centered on the page. I want it to be Verdana. I would like it to be highlighted, so let's click the highlighting little button there, opening up a little, this is where the active X comes to play. You see a little window pop up that looks like this. Click that, allow block content, and now we have that, and I want to be able to highlight it with a yellow color. Let's find it. This one right here looks good. There we go. Now I got it highlighted the way I want. Now here's the little trick that isn't mentioned in the instructions. It is in the videos that come with it, but I'm going to emphasize it right here. When you're done doing any WYSIWYG activity, you need to click this button right here, the switch mode, and move it to this this display, the text display. Otherwise, it will not generate your code correctly. It won't generate your page correctly. So make sure the last thing you do when you're done the WYSIWYG on a particular section, you click that switch mode button. Okay. So next is the main headline. I'm going to go grab my main headline. All right, we'll put use Banana again. Control V, paste it in. Let's see if I can't change the color. So I don't want it to be blue. I actually want the headline to be red. Just as before, one of these windows pops up. Allow blocked content. Yes. And let's see. That's the one I wanted right there. Okay. It's set to heading 1. There we go. Remember, the last thing you do when you're done, change it to text. All right. So we're done with that one. Subheadline, I don't have one, so I'm not going to click that because I don't need to do it. It has a block will come up just like this one. All right, so that's headline. Testimonials, since this is a mini site that's for the beginning of my funnel, it's not a site that emphasizes testimonials. However, this gives you the ability to create those testimonials, and you do them much the same way. Introduction, okay. So let's go over to the introduction. Let's try this. I originally didn't plan this site with a photo, but I'm going to put that in. So let me get my photo location. Okay, click in the open window, then hit Control V, and that puts that into the right slot. Salutation. This is your opening statement. What do you want it to say? Okay, I'll say dear Facebook friends. That. And then the introduction is the text immediately after your salutation. So let me go grab that text. So we simply just paste that right on in. Control V. And let's see, we'll do Control A to highlight it because I want it all to be in the Verdana. And everything else looks good about it. And you can actually, if you needed to change something, you could just go in there and change it. I'm not going to right here for the sake of time. And remember that the last step on any section, change it to text. Okay. Next, introduction, your story. All right. I'm not really having your story, but I'll fill in this section anyhow, just for the sake of doing it. So I'll go grab my pre-written text and put it in there. I'll click back in here, Control V, paste it in. Control A selects all. Change it to the right style text. There we go. Now that's done. So what's the last step? Click the little switch mode right there and make it in the text mode. Then we move on to the next step. So that was your story. Next is your unique selling position. In the unique selling position, just two choices here. Your cover, if you happen to have an e-cover, then you want to put that in. I'll go ahead and paste my location right in there. Control V, there it shows up immediately. And then the next step is to enter your text for this section. So I'll go grab that text to enter it in there, and then we'll be done with this. So I'll click here, paste in my text, Control V. Let's do Control A again to highlight it all, turn it all to Verdana. Let's take a quick look at the text. It looks like it all changed. So that's exactly what I want. So when you're done in a WYSIWYG section, what do? You click the switch mode and turn it to the text. All right, I'm going to keep saying it. Obviously, I'm going to keep saying this, but if you forget this, you're going to be missing part of your page when you create the ultimate end product. So we don't want that to happen. All right, so I just completed the unique selling position. So we'll move on to the payment options.